Right after Jameson turned 2, he was playing a game on his tablet, and it was numbers 1 through 10 in math equations, and it was like 2 plus blank equals 7, and he said 5. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. He must have guessed. And I watched it for a minute, and he got all equations but one correct. It was fantastic. It was amazing. It also was not average. It was one of the early signs for us that something might be a little bit different for him. Over about a 3-month time span, he went completely nonverbal and was unable to do skills that he once could. He was diagnosed at 2.5 years old of being on the autism spectrum.
I served in the United States Marine Corps from 2012 to 2022, and during this tenure deployed twice and spent nearly a year in Helmand Province, Afghanistan. It's not something that I typically share, but do with this group in confidence. My most recent deployment was in 2018. The deployment posed challenges for my small task force of Marines during and after our deployment. I say after because we've lost members to suicide, with the first suicide being 2 weeks within our return to the United States on holiday leave. My nightmares were occurring every single night for years, and my wife even developed her own routine to wake me up. I lived this life for a long time, and at my worst moment, I was on 3 different medications for PTSD, all of which were at the highest of doses.
I have a condition called Addison's disease, or primary adrenal insufficiency, and I work at Virginia Repertory Theater as a stage manager and production associate. My job definitely affects my medical condition. It was really difficult for me to detect a crisis. The first thing that I'm impacted with is my brain. I'm not able to tell that I'm slurring my speech or talking oddly or walking in a weird way. It gets further along, more visible symptoms happen, but by that point it could be too late and I'm on my way to the ER.
There is no shortage of people with disabilities in Virginia. There is a shortage of dogs that can help them. We have 5 programs. We train dogs to help someone who's in a wheelchair. We train dogs to help children with autism and young adults with autism. We have a medical alert program. We train dogs for veterans and first responders with PTSD. And we train dogs for professionals who are counselors and work in a therapeutic setting. One of the things that makes us a special organization is that we are the only organization in Virginia that trains medical alert dogs. The fact that we are an accredited school is extremely important to us and to our clients. Accreditation guarantees that our clients are receiving not only a beautifully trained dog, but also that we understand clients' needs, that we support their needs, that we have follow-up with them on an annual basis, and that we support them for the life of the partnership. They don't just get a dog from us, they get the whole organization for the life of the partnership.
JJ is a magical little human, and when he was diagnosed at 2.5, we quickly realized the world was not set up for him to be successful. And working with his therapy team, we realized quickly that a service dog would really help him be his best self. It has opened the opportunity for him to be accepted by other people and learn how to appropriately interact with them as well. I think back to Halloween, and we made it through the full neighborhood. And we've never made it through the full neighborhood. We've only ever made it to 5 houses.
I've overcome a lot of hard problems in my life with him by my side, and to date, have been able to cut my medication regimen down to just 1. He's attached to my hip from sunrise to sunset. He's become an anchor of peace for me, and because of him, I've slept more in the past 6 months than I have in the past 2 years.
There's not a lot of organizations out there that provide service dogs that are able to alert for Addisonian crises. And Service Dogs of Virginia, when I reached out to them, they were willing to try to train a dog for me for this condition.
We do not charge our clients for their dog, so we fundraise in order for our clients to receive their dog without cost. That takes people. It takes people being on the phone. It takes people having meetings in person. It is our commitment that we make to our clients because we don't want money to be the impediment to independence.
I've become much more independent, and I have a sense of peace of mind. I know I do and my family does, and it was very dangerous because if a crisis is untreated, I could potentially die. So Olive has given me a sense of independence, and I'm able to do things I never thought I could. I live on my own and am able to conquer the world.
It's truly remarkable what these dogs are capable of doing with the specialized training that they receive. And to say he's my best friend is an understatement. He's brought joy into my life that I forgot existed. He's been such a help in my journey of healing, and I'm indebted to him for that and grateful for your role in bringing him into my life.
Before bed, JJ likes to read books. And apparently Finn likes to read books too. And so every night on their bellies, they lay down together and they will read a book. And JJ will go through his favorite book every single night. And if you ask Finn, what do you like? He actually touches the book with his nose as well. And JJ thinks it's the best thing in the world, because it is.